Unbelievable. How much that ball wants to just go high. What's up guys, BrunsNick's back. It's time to introduce the DV8 Mantra. Now the Mantra has a brand new asymmetrical core design with that Insider Extreme hybrid cover. Now I can't wait to see what this ball does for me out on the lanes with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now let's see what Mantra has for me out on the lanes. All right, time for Mantra. It's got a brand new core in here. It's got a asymmetric core, low RRG, 2.49, I guess that's medium nowadays. Differential right in the mid-range, 0.47. Intermediate, pretty low on the intermediate scale with 0.11. So cover stock has HK22, same additive package as the Troublemaker Pearl, but this is a hybrid version. So gonna give me a different shape, maybe a little bit more torque, I don't know. The Troublemaker was made for two-handers, no thumbers, and now we got an ASIM with the similar type cover. Hybrid, looks good. Let's try it out, let's move it in, let's get right to it. Starting on 15, like I always like to do, play them straight, move it in. And I know you guys noticed that I drift. Yeah, hey, you start on 15, but you slide in 23. I know, I just do that. That's what I do. I walk left to throw right. So should you. Good start. Flinging it. Never know where that first shot's gonna go. I just hope somewhere in the pocket. So, getting warmed up, playing straight. I never know what to expect from a new ball. Brand new core. Can't see any flare yet. Didn't really find any oil, so we'll wait a little while. We'll see how this ball does as I warm up and move in. But for now, we're staying out. It's got that compound finish, so pretty shiny. Gives that nice shelf appeal, a lot of length. It's a little slower. That's hooking. Yeah. Don't soften up, Nick. Whatever you do. You're a little slow there, you know. End of the day, last video, saved this one for last. We saved the best for last. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna throw one more shot there. See if we can't do something a little better than that last one. That thing gets soft, and saw that friction, and it was not kidding around. Wow. All right. Way too much friction on the outside to be playing this ball. 9-pin, you know, if I don't keep that speed up around 19 miles an hour off my hand, which is fast for me, no shot. Let's move at 5, let's find some oil. So I'll be on 20 now. Giving a little swing. I think this is gonna be just fine. Great zone for this ball. Yeah, we talk about response with cover stocks and bowling balls in general. Quick response, slow response. What's the difference? And it all comes down to that hook window. Bowling balls like the Mantra, the hook window is very short, very skid flippy, very angular. So while that's a good thing for some players, it might not be great for others. You know, for a slower speed player, short hook window might be a little bit tougher to control, and it might have a more tendency to roll forward. But when you see that, for me, when that ball sees that friction and immediately wants to stand up and turn, is you gotta move further left, you gotta get away from the friction, throw it to it. That way you can create more angle to the pocket. Let's throw one more shot in here. That ball just had all sorts of hook. My Lord. That looked like it's gonna set up, go flush, and then it finds another gear. Really, really comes off that spot hard. So, I guess I was wrong. This is not the best zone for this ball. You know, I figured that this ball would be like a nice step up from a symmetrical ball with the numbers on the intermediate being kind of chill, not, you know, 0.011. That's not a very high intermediate, but it's designed that way. So let's move another 5. When you get that lower intermediate, you tend to get a lot more skid flip continuation. But what I'm seeing now is a very quick change of direction. Let's go. What do you say? Man, crazy hook. I think this ball is a lot stronger than the numbers are going to say otherwise. You know, 047, 011. Cover stock is HK22. But this ball has a lot more for the giddy up than I'm expecting. So I'm going to keep the speed up. I'm going to try not to feed it to the friction too early. That's going to be my adjustment. I've moved in. I've gotten away from it. But the more I move, the more it just wants to give me on the back. There. Take that. It's a process. These reviews, learning bowling balls, especially, you know, when I haven't seen them go down the lane, I don't know what they're supposed to do. I never want to know what they're supposed to do. Is every ball has tendencies, and you got to figure it out, and you got to figure it out quick. There, I think I figured it out very quick. Wants to hook, wants to keep going high flush, through the face, 4-pin, whatever. Bring up the speed, move away from the dry. Let's throw one more shot in this zone. I'm going to stay that same aggressive because that was one of the best shots. That's wider. Man, you see that pin fly straight up? Yeah, I missed out wide. Wrap 10, but look how hard that ball hits. So, all right, I'm going to move 5 more. Now I think this is going to be the best zone. 15 left, standing on 30. There. You want to stay aggressive with the speed so that it doesn't jump on you. But being more left, I think, is going to be even better. All right. Let's give it some oil. Shiny ball like this. Lanes have a little bit of play, but they're not burnt. Unbelievable. That's the zone right there. This is the spot. This is where I'm going to set up camp. This is where I'm going to strike all day. So I finally found the right zone. The last one, I had to be kind of perfect. I had to throw it hard, but I couldn't throw it through the spot. So that's still an indication of when you should move. It's like, yeah, if I keep the speed up and don't get it out to the dry early, it's fine. But here, I just threw it, and it did what it did. Let's duplicate that last shot. That's too much. Too much, yep. Got a little grabby, got a little softer. Ball still wants to come off that spot hard. That thing peels, man. When we talk about skid flip performance and shiny ball performance, what bowling balls come off the spot hard? This is one of the more angular bowling balls I remember. Tell you what, let's do it again. You just can't give in to this ball. You can't let up. Stay aggressive. Like that. Get up. Stay strong. Get it to the spot. Let it do its thing. Get that senior carry on that last shot. We got all that good merch on Inside Bowling. Check it out. I even got my own Big B now with the BrunsNick logo. All right, I'm going to move in. We're going to be 20 left, end of the road. Let's see how this ball performs. I think finally now I can give in and soften the speed now that we're going to be playing through a lot more oil. But I'll probably pay for it. Unbelievable. How much that ball wants to just go high. Like if I let up just a little bit, or if I grab that just a little bit more, I'm going through the face. I'm going to leave something ugly. But still, finished over left of the 8-pin. I just, sometimes bowling balls are overkill. Like to tune out some of that back end reaction, you can bring the surface down and bring that reaction to you closer. Maybe open that hook window a little wider to hit that spot. Granted, it's a fun ball to throw, but this is a little hard for me to control. Look at that. It's consistent. See friction, go left immediately as soon as it sees it. So I'm going to try one more shot there. I mean, I can probably bring the speed up and throw it to the dry, or I need to bring the speed down and throw it in the oil. I don't typically like doing that second option. I would rather throw it harder towards the dry, because that is my go-to, my A game, what I'm more comfortable with. I don't want to slow down. Let's just send it to the dry with a little more speed. Gotta be perfect, that's all. So, I'm gonna move it back a zone. We're gonna go 15 left from the original spot, so I'm gonna move back 5. I think that was probably the best spot, and everything else kind of wanted to hook early. I shouldn't say early, but wanted to see that friction and then just take a left turn. It didn't want to think about it, it just went. So I'm gonna move back 5 and with a tasty strike here and give a little recap. Call it good. Yeah, that was the spot I was more comfortable in. Give it a little bit of oil to work with, but not try to open them up too much. So that's all for the DV8 Mantra. Hope you learned a little something about this brand new ball from DV8. So check out the merch on Inside Bowling, and please subscribe to the channel. Helps a lot. I really appreciate your support. Talk to you guys soon. See you in another video.